Very good afternoon everyone. Let us start with the next chapter, channel of distribution. Channel of distribution. In previous lecture we have already discussed about the commerce. And commerce means the distribution of goods and services from manufacturer to the customer. So to distribute the goods from manufacturer to the customer, we required a channel, the way. So today we have to go for the channel of distribution. So manufacturer, they can provide the goods directly to their customer by informing about the product, about the goods through mail or other media they are using, and they are selling those goods directly to their customer. So this is the one way how they are selling the goods, manufacturer to consumer. Another way is manufacturer, they are selling those goods to the C&F, then wholesaler, then wholesaler sold goods to the retailer, and then retailer sold goods to the customer. That means this way the goods reaches to the customer. The goods which are manufactured by manufacturer reaches to the customer. So the one way is manufacturer to customer, and another way is manufacturer to the C&F, wholesaler, retailer, and then customer. So there are two ways, and these ways known as the direct channel of distribution and indirect channel of distribution. Direct channel of distribution, the goods are provided from manufacturer to the customer. This is the direct channel of distribution. Indirect channel of distribution, the goods will be provided from manufacturer to the C&F, C&F to the wholesaler, wholesaler to the retailer, and retailer to the customer. So this is the indirect way the goods are distributed. So this way known as the indirect way of distribution. Is it? So direct channel of distribution, manufacturer to the customer. Example is the big machineries like the train, that is means of transportation, aeroplane. So such big machineries are sold directly from manufacturer to the customer. Is it? So this, when the goods are sold from manufacturer directly to their customer, known as the direct means of direct channel of distribution. Indirect channel of distribution, where the manufacturer, they are providing their goods to the C&F, then C&F distribute the goods to the wholesaler, and goods sold from wholesaler to retailer, and then retailer sold goods to the customer. This way the manufacturer to the customer goods are distributed. So this is known as the indirect channel of distribution. In some cases the manufacturer, they are eliminating the C&F and directly manufacturer selling those goods to the wholesaler, wholesaler to the retailer, and retailer to the customer. Sometimes manufacturer, they are eliminating C&F as well as wholesaler, and they are directly selling their goods to the retailer, and retailer selling those goods to the customer. So this is also the indirect channel of distribution. Now the person or the C&F, wholesaler, and retailer are the intermediaries. Who help to distribute the goods from manufacturer to the customer, and those intermediaries known as the middleman. Those intermediaries are known as the middleman. That is C&F agent, wholesaler, and retailer. Yeah, it's depend on the types of retailers are different. That is C&F agent is different, and wholesaler and retailers are different. But the intermediary who help to distribute the goods from manufacturer to retailer are known as the middleman. Our next topic is the middleman. So before going to learn the middleman, what we have studied, that is direct channel of distribution and indirect channel of distribution. And next is the intermediaries who help to distribute the goods from manufacturer to customer, known as the middleman. Now our next topic is middleman. Middleman is of two types: merchant middleman and the functional middleman. Merchant middleman and the functional middleman. Functional middleman are those middlemen who has to perform the function without getting the possession of goods or ownership of goods and the material, known as the functional middleman. Functional middleman perform the functions of selling or distributing the goods without getting any possession or without possessing the ownership of those goods and the material, known as the functional middleman. Merchant middleman. Merchant middleman who purchase the goods, possessing the ownership of those goods giving their own name and then selling those goods to the customer. This is known as the merchant middleman. So let us go one by one. Functional middleman are the types of functional middleman are broker, commission agent, auctioneer and the day trader. So let us study one by one. Broker. Broker is the functional middleman. So broker is the agent who is playing the role to search the seller for buyer or search buyer for seller. Once the buyer and seller came together and they both are ready to purchase the material, to sell the material or the goods, the role of broker is finished. The broker don't have to play the role afterwards. Is it? So broker are the agent who has to search the seller for buyer and buyer for seller. Once the broker get appointed on behalf of seller, known as the seller's agent. Agent works on behalf of seller, known as the seller's agent, and the seller's agent or the broker has to search for the buyer. Once he caught the buyer, he has to introduce the seller and the buyer both, buyer with the seller. Once the buyer and seller make a deal and deal get finalized, the broker don't have to play any role. The same way, if the broker works on behalf of buyer, such a broker is known as the buyer's agent. And if the broker is buyer's agent, the broker has to search for the seller. Once he introduces the seller with the buyer and both make a deal, business deal in between them or business deal get finalized, the role of broker get finished. Is it? So in the simple way, the broker are performing their function. Brokers are the agent who works on seller side, known as the seller's buyer, works on buyer side, known as the buyer's agent. Once the seller and buyer know each other and make a deal or finalize the business deal, the role of broker get finished. Is it? So broker's role is just to find out the buyer for seller and seller for the buyer. And the broker, they are claiming their charges, service charges from seller if they are the seller agent, or from the buyer if they work on the as on the buyer's agent. This is about the brokers. So brokers are the functional middleman. Commission agent. Commission agent like the C and F. Here we can say C and F. So commission agent. What commission agent are doing? What this type of commission agent type of middleman are doing? So commission agent, they are purchasing the goods, making the goods available in their warehouses, but not possessing the ownership of those goods. They are not possessing the ownership of those goods, and then when they purchase the goods from manufacturer and they are selling those goods to the buyer with the name of manufacturer only, selling those goods to the buyer. That means commission agent, they are in search of buyer, and once they got the buyer, they are distributing those goods to the buyer, and the commission they are claiming from the seller and buyer both. So this type of middlemen are known as the commission agent. Auctioneers. Auctioneers, the auction. We all know about the auction. The representative who is doing the auction, known as the auctioneer. So auctioneers are the agent who has to call up the bids. Is it? So let us discuss auctioneers in detail, because the goods which are in auction has to follow some procedure. So auctioneers are the agent. When the seller has decided to sell the goods in an auction, they are appointing an agent known as the auctioneer. And auctioneers has to invite the interested candidates. Auctioneer has to invite the interested candidates or the customers, and while giving an invitation, he has to mention the venue and the time. On that date, the customers will gather together and the auctioneer has to keep the goods for the auction. While keeping the goods for the auction, the goods which are going to sell has to display with its minimum prices. The goods which are going to sell has to display with its minimum prices. For example, the furniture, office furniture is in the auction. So the table which is for auction is displayed with its minimum prices, and minimum prices that wood furniture is 1000 rupees. If the prices of wood furniture is 1000 rupees, so table has to be displayed with its minimum prices. For example, the minimum cost of that wood table is 1000 rupees. Now auctioneer. So furniture, all the office furniture is in auction and displayed with the minimum prices. Then auctioneer has to call up the bids. Auctioneer has to call up the bids. So 1000 rupees is the price for the wood table. So auctioneer will do 1000 rupees. Minimum price is 1000 rupees. Who is willing to purchase the wood furniture, wood table with the 1000 rupees? If one customer says, I am ready to purchase 1100, then second is 1200, then third person then again call up the bids for the 1300. Then auctioneer said 1300, more anyone is interested to purchase the goods more than 1300. So if no one is ready to purchase the goods more than 1300, that means 1300 is the highest price the customer can purchase the wood table. Okay, so 1300 is the highest bid which is called up by the auctioneer, and the customer is ready to purchase the wood table with the prices or at the cost of 1300. So this way auctioneers, they are displaying the goods in an auction with its minimum prices and call up the bids, and goods will be sold, goods will be auctioned with its highest bids. Is it? So this way the auctioneers works, and auctioneers, they are claiming their commission charges from the sellers. Is it? So all brokers, commission agent and auctioneers, they are differentiate with each other. And next one is the Dale traders. Dale traders are also the middleman, and they works on the behalf of seller. That means they has to find out, or they has to search for the buyers. But one condition with the Dale trader agent are how they are distinguished with the others. So Dale trader agent are the agent who search the buyer for seller, but if the buyer is unable or buyer is not able to pay the value or the amount of purchased goods to the seller, then Dale trader agent is giving a guarantee to seller about paying the value of purchased goods on behalf of buyer to the seller. That means Dale trader agent giving a guarantee of paying the amount if the buyer is unable to pay the total value of purchased goods to the seller. So this, on this basis, the agent's works, it is known as the Dale trader agent. But Dale trader agents, commission charges of Dale trader agent are higher than the others. They are claiming the higher charges than the other middleman. This is about the functional middleman, like the broker, commission agent, auctioneers and the Dale trader agents. Now next topic is merchant middleman. Merchant middleman, they are possessing the goods, giving their or they are purchasing the goods and giving the possession or ownership of those goods and then selling those goods to the buyer, known as the merchant middleman. Merchant middlemen are of two types, wholesaler and the retailer. Wholesaler and the retailer are the merchant middleman. Now let us introduce with the wholesaler and retailer. First we will go with the definition of wholesaler and the retailer. The first definition of wholesaler. Wholesaler is the connectivity between the manufacturer and retailer. As we can see, wholesaler is connectivity between the manufacturer and the retailer, and retailer is connectivity between the wholesaler and customer. How can we define the wholesaler? Wholesaler is connectivity between the manufacturer and retailer, and retailer is connectivity between the wholesaler and customer. So let us focus on wholesaler. Wholesaler is connectivity between the manufacturer and retailer, and wholesaler, they are purchasing the goods in large quantity from manufacturer and selling those goods in small quantity to the retailer. Wholesaler purchasing goods in large quantity from manufacturer and selling those goods in small quantity to the retailer. And wholesaler is connectivity between the manufacturer and the retailer. That's it. Now retailer. Retailer is connectivity between the wholesaler and the customer. And retailer, they are purchasing the goods in small quantity from wholesaler and selling those goods to the customer as per the need of customer, as per the requirement of customer, or as per the demand of customer. That's it. If customer wants only one unit of goods, the retailer has to give or sell the single unit of single goods to the customer. That's it. But wholesaler, they are not selling the goods in the single unit, as in the single unit to retailer. So this is the difference. Retailer, they are selling those goods in to the customer as per their choice. So retailer purchasing the goods from wholesaler and selling those goods to the customer as per their choice. That's it. This is the definition of retailer and wholesaler. Now types of wholesaler. Types of wholesaler. Now wholesaler are of three types. First one is the manufacturer wholesaler, wholesaler retailer, and proper wholesaler. Sorry. So wholesaler, manufacturer, wholesaler. Some wholesaler, they are practicing of formulating few preparations, or they are in process of converting the raw material into finished form, and those finished goods they are selling to the retailer. So such a type of wholesaler known as the manufacturer wholesaler. They, along with the purchasing the goods from manufacturer, what they are doing? They are manufacturing their own products and selling those products to the retailer. So such a wholesaler are known as the manufacturer wholesaler. Second classification is wholesaler retailer. Wholesaler retailer. Some wholesaler, they are selling those goods to the customer as per the need of customer, as per the requirement of customer. So such a wholesalers are known as the wholesaler retailer. Wholesaler, they are purchasing the goods in large quantity from manufacturer and selling those goods in small quantity to the retailer, known as the wholesaler proper. Known as the wholesaler proper are the stockist. So these are the three types of wholesalers, that is manufacturer wholesaler, retailer wholesaler, and the wholesaler. Types of retailer we will study in next lecture, types of retailer. But now next is the functions performed by wholesaler and retailer. Next heading is functions performed by wholesaler and retailer. So let us study the first functions performed by wholesaler. Wholesaler perform the various functions like assembling. So wholesaler, what they are doing? They are assembling the goods from the various manufacturer and selling those goods to the retailer. This is the function which is performed by wholesaler. Second function is distribution. Function is distribution. Distribution means they selling the goods or distributing those goods to the retailer. Retailer, they are living so far from the place of manufacturer, and retailers are scattered everywhere. So wholesaler purchasing the goods from manufacturer and distribute those goods of manufacturer to the scattered retailer. So this is the function of distribution. Transportation. Transportation, that means the moving the goods or services from one place to another. So wholesaler, they are providing the facility of transporting the goods from the place of manufacturer to their own premises, as well as moving the goods from the place of manufacturer to the place of retailer. So this type of facility also provided by the wholesaler. So this is the transportation is the function performed by the wholesaler and a retailer also. Then next function of wholesaler is risk bearing. Risk bearing. The wholesaler, they are purchasing the goods in large quantity, keeping those goods available with them till the demand from retailer came. Is it? So they are keeping those goods in a safe condition or well stored condition in their warehouses. So this is the risk bearing. They are bearing a risk. Anything can happen. The goods may get theft, goods may get fired, goods may get damaged, goods may get deteriorate, goods may get expired. So such type of risk wholesaler they are bearing. So function of risk bearing they perform. Next is grading. The wholesaler they are performing the function of grading. What is meant by the grading? That means wholesaler purchasing the goods from various manufacturer. So goods is of the various grade. Some goods are of the excellent grade or good grade, some are the poor grade or some are very inferior. So what wholesaler are doing? Wholesaler they are grading on the basis of quality of goods, like good, poor and the inferior quality goods. So this type of functions also they perform, that is grading. Next is financing. Wholesaler perform the function of financing. Financing, that means wholesaler selling those goods to retailer on credit. That means what they are doing? On credit they are selling the goods to the retailer. That means financially they are assisting the retailer to run their business. That's it. So this is the, it means they are financing. Wholesaler they are financing. Again, wholesaler they are purchasing the goods in cash only from the manufacturer. So they are paying the cash to the manufacturer. It means manufacturer they can invest the received cash, received capital to regularize the production. So this way wholesaler perform the function of financing. That's it. Again they perform the function of market research. Market research. Wholesaler are very close connect with the manufacturer. So whatever the information they are getting from the market or about the liking and disliking of customers, that information they are providing to the manufacturer about the liking and disliking of customer for their products, liking and disliking of customer for competitors' product, or the change in liking of the customer. So this type of information wholesaler are providing to the manufacturer, and manufacturer they are coming or they are trying to come with the newer design or improvement in the product, or they are manufacturing the goods which is in demand or the customers required. So this is just because of the wholesaler providing the information to the manufacturer. That's it. So wholesaler perform the function of market research. That's it. So these are the various functions performed by wholesaler, like assembling, distribution, transportation, financing, risk bearing, market research. That's it. The same functions are performed by retailer also. Only difference is, the first thing is retailers they has to keep the goods is in its ready-made form. In its ready-made form. And they has to keep the varieties of